Hi there, so today I'm going to be showing you how I made this lovely headband fascinator. It was from pieces of a client's material, but before we get into that,
I'd like to say a big thank you to all our subscribers, and for those just joining us, you are most welcome to the Ventcraft channel. We hope to say thank you in our next video because we are sure you would click that subscribe button. And everyone, please do ensure you like, comment and share this video.
now here are the materials we're going to be making use of. Remember I said it's from a client's material, so here are the pieces of her materials, actually for her daughter. So these are the pieces I saw. I actually wanted to first of all mold into a hat, and I looked, it was not going to size any of my molds, so I had to think fast. That is scissors. Then we have our uhu gum. We also have our thread. Yeah, it has to be black. That was the one that matched best with the material. Then we have B6000, just in case. Then we have our razor blade. You will see what I used it for. Then we have pegs. You could also see what I made use of that for as well. Then we have our measurement tape, and this is our elastic band, the thin one that looks like rope. Then our 0.2-inch Alice band pencil. Then our fishing line. Do we have anything coming? I think so. Yes. We have the needle, of course. How do we do it without needle? Then this is our Maco, just a small piece of Maco. Okay, now the first thing, as I told you I did, I checked the material and couldn't find enough size to cover up my fascinator base. So I came up with another idea, and that is to make use of Maco. So what I did first of all was to cut out the pattern that I saw on the material. Now, when you have materials to work with, look at the material very well, and trust me, your creativity will pop up. So as I looked at this material, I noticed that it had flowered patterns on it, and I was like, my Maco normally, we do it the curved way. That's the way we do the Maco. I was like, oh, why not make a flower with the Maco? And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm cutting out the flowered pattern. So keep watching and learning. The next step in making this lovely headband fascinator is to take your Maco, and you're going to take the pattern that you have cut out and place on top of the Maco. Now, of course, you don't want it moving around when you're cutting, so you would take, what I took was a needle. That's what I could find quickly, and I held it in the middle. The best pattern would actually be to best practice would be to take pins and hold it at the corners, because how I did it like this, it was moving, so I just used my hand to hold the patterns a bit so that it doesn't move. So please follow the best practice, which is to hold it in the various parts with office pin. So you cut it all the way around. Keep watching and learning. Now I would be dropping the links of all the items that we used in making this Maco fascinator in the description of this video. So if you can't get it in your local store, you would have Amazon links, AliExpress links. Also, YouTube has given us a choice to be tagging the items on the video. I would also search for that and see how I can tag to make it easy for you to get all the products if you cannot find it in your local store. Once that's done, you need to search for another pattern that is similar to that one, because you're going to be placing it underneath, and that's what I'm doing now, and I'm following the best practice this time around. I'm going to use my office pin, and I'm going to hold it all the way around. Now underneath is a flower that looks very close to this one, so that if you look front and back of the fascinator base, it will look almost the same. So I'm holding it at all those curves, and now I'm going to take my scissors and follow the pattern, cutting it all the way around. Keep watching and learning. Now if you take note, you're going to see that if you cover the front and the back, what happens to the corner? And that part is going to be exposed. Do you want Maco color to be showing? I'm sure your answer is no. So I thought of it and I was like, what do? I need to cover it. I still have pieces of material left. So what I did was, bias is 0.5, isn't it? Yes, it's 0.5 inch. No, I'm coming. Hold on. Yes, I'm right. I just ran up to check the measurement of what I did then. Okay, so it's 0.5. So what I'm doing now is I'm cutting out this piece of material 0.5 inch. Now you could also check, first of all, you check the width of the Maco so that you ensure that when you're covering it up, it's going to cover both the front, the top part, and underneath. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that it's not visible. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I didn't do that sharp, but that should be the best practice to do. You measure so that you ensure that the width of the material you're cutting out is bigger than just the width. It will be able to go on top and underneath. So I'm cutting out this material that's going to go all the way around the corner, or would you say the edges? What would you say? Anyway, you see where I'll place it so you understand what I am saying. Now this material actually does not fray, so if your material frays, you would need to use lighter to burn the edges, or you fold the edges, the tip, all the way around. But because mine doesn't fray, there was no need. So what I'm doing now, I'm putting uhu gum on it, and you're going to see how I'm going to wrap the edges of this beautiful Maco cut out flower. Keep watching and learning. I would like to use this opportunity to invite you to the Craft Academy, where you get to learn other crafts like turban, hand fan, bouquet, brooches, flowers that you can use in placing on top of such fascinators like this that have shown you, so that your design will be unique, not buying from the ready-made that is in shop to make your design look different. You can join me in the Craft Academy. All you need to do is check out the description of this video. You'll see the Craft Academy reception. Click on the link and make your request. I would also like to enjoin you to click on the join button beside the subscribe to be part of those who encourage this great channel, the Craft, to make some payment to us to be able to keep doing what we do at the best. If you would rather prefer to make the payment direct to our account, you can contact us directly via our WhatsApp number, which you can see also on this video. Okay, so I'm actually using pegs so that it would hold it firmly till it dries up. So you let it sit for a while before you take off the pegs. Okay, so now it's ready for the pegs to be taken off. So I take off the pegs like so, and once that's done, I take the flowered part that I've cut out, remember, from the material, and now I'm going to be gluing it like so. Keep watching and learning. You also do the same on the other side. Now the next thing we're going to do is to cut up some more bias strips from the material. Now this bias strips, of course, I told you is measured 0.5 inch, and I'm actually making use of 2 lines because the first only one piece would not be enough for what I'm going to use it to do. What do you think I'm going to use it to do? I'm going to use it to wrap up my Alice band so that everything kind of rhymes with the flowered Maco Fascinator base. So this is the way you're going to be wrapping your Alice band with the material. I should call it the bias material bias, one of them. Oh yes, so I've actually already attached the elastic band to the Alice band. Now if you don't know how to do that, I will drop the link in the description below, the description of this video. But if you can't find it, you can ask for it in the comment section and I will send it to you. But while I keep talking, I should keep quiet. Okay, let me allow you to see how I wrap the Alice band with the bias material. It's really also sparkling. Are you seeing the sparkling effect of this material? It has so many studs that be stones. Alright, so now I'm making use of Evostik gum to put on the part where the flower is going, the Maco flower is going to stay. Now you need to use the Maco flower first of all to measure it so that you know the exact point you're going to be placing it, so you're not putting your Evostik gum all over. So it depends on your flower size. I've done the measurement already and I use them tailor's chalk to put the demarcation of where it should be. If you look carefully, probably you might see some white streaks there. Okay, so now I have put my Evostik gum on top of the part that I want it to be, and the next thing I'm going to do is place it. I'll first of all look at the flower and know how I want the flower to look. So I'm doing some check-ins and then I'll place it. Keep watching and learning. Now I'm going to take my pegs to hold it down so that it keeps it in position and it glues perfectly. And also remember my way, if it can be sewn, it should be sewn to ensure that for years your fascinator remains as it is. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I sewed the points, the joining points at the two edges to ensure that my fascinator base sticks firmly on my Alice band. Keep watching and learning. Okay, so the next thing in making this a lovely Maco flowered headband fascinator is that I measured the fishing line. I think it had like 6.5 inches that I'm going to cut. I'm going to cut various pieces, and this is what I'm going to do. You know, this material has some, would you call that flat stones, or what would you call that? Let me know in the comment section below. So I'm cutting it carefully, ensuring that it doesn't tear off as I'm cut off from the middle, because I need that midpoint. I need to use it like beads. So I'm cutting off enough pieces. I think I used 7 for each of the fishing line. Now this fishing line is quite thick. I've used this fishing line for a long while, so the measurement of the fishing line is actually gone, but it's the very thick one, really thick, so that it stands. So you search for the one that can stand. So this is how you place the studs. If you have watched how to make beaded antennas, you know already how to do this. Now this one is with this flat beads or whatever it's called. I know you let me know in the comment section below. So this is how I make them. Keep watching and learning. Now it's time to sew my flat bead antenna to the flowered Maco headband base. Now this is the way I sew it. I will just let you watch and see how it's done. Now the aim is to sew it so that it stands. You have to be very tactful in doing that, but watch and learn. Once that was done, I took it. You will notice that some of the thread was showing in the front part. So what I did was to take those flat stones and I covered them all up. So if you gain value from this video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to see much more of such creativity, click that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and the bell so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And then check out this next video.